Hey there, Justice 3 Gaming. Welcome to Strike Force Central, I believe it's called now. Cheese3Mane might be here, who knows, but I'm going to be playing Marvel Strike Force until then. Especially since in about an hour or so, we're going to get the maintenance for apparently Season 1 and 2 of Strike Force Battle Pass. Who knows what that's all about. Real quick, I need to, oh my goodness, I got 2 attacks that I need to get in. Alright, so, what I was going to do is, what I need to do is, I am 7 gold promotions short of this 7 gold star Invisible Woman that I have been waiting for. I low-key have been hoping for her not to show up until I had the credits, but because of this event, I'm quite literally 1 milestone away. I'll show you right now. I'm 1 milestone away from that 10 spot of gold promotion credits. Right now. Okay? It's like 1 pull. You know what? I'm not taking chances. I need to do this sim first. Sorry, guys. You'll thank me in war later. Oh, shit. 8 seconds? Give me a goddamn break. 42 seconds on my regular clock. Man, I came back just in time. Holy crap. 14 seconds. I mean, come on. Come on. Alright, in that case, let's check to see if we can get anything in. You know, I completely forgot about Arena. I hope I didn't just shoot myself in the foot on that one. I might have. Alright, have they made it through me yet? That's what I want to know. And if they did, what did they use? They did. Okay, let's check the history out. What did you use, fans here? Use a really fucking big Spider-Verse team. But only after someone came in with X-Force. Got squashed. This is early. This is early. Guess what, everyone? This just changed into Need for Speed. Alright, stream will stay the same. I did learn the other day how to change the label for my stream in the middle of it. So, not a huge deal, but it does mean I gotta load up the game. I do want to race. Do I want to race? Yeah, because, you know, Thursday is the Outriders release. I don't want to just go overboard on that. Need for Speed is one of my games right now. So, we're going to do that. I'm going to attempt to change the stream. Where's my manager? There we are. Edit stream info. Marvel Strike Force. We're going. Need for Speed Heat. Bingo. Bango. And just gotta click that. And the stream info is officially changed. Alright, so Justice 3 Gaming, if you're just joining me right now, maintenance went up on Marvel Strike Force, so I can't play that right now. So I'm switching over to Need for Speed, and I'm going to try to bring up my rep points on this one, and possibly make some money a little bit with my new Aston Martin. Not my 2019, but my 2017.
Press the Y button for accessibility options. Chat is enabled when you're in a party. Press the right stick to form a party.
Don't want to farm a party yet because I'm not that good at this game at the moment. So, we're gonna wait.
Found your way back here, huh? Can't stay away.
Now to strike.
Alright, so I'm gonna try to get to 27.
Just to let you know, this friend of mine, Wayne,
Damn.
he's big into technique.
That's almost an
So I
immediate
wouldn't expect
giddy up.
much racing. He's waiting for you down at the port. Go have fun.
Flamingo! Where are you? Are you under the bridge? Wait, I can't. Okay, what? Is there a road access on the other side? I don't understand. Wait, it is. Wait, I'm under. Yay!
Talking now, so you should be able to hear Justice because it looks like he is in chat already. How's it going, brother?
What up, dog? Hey, maintenance just went up, dude.
I know. So I'm gonna.
Isn't that? Wait, am I wrong? Is that like an hour early?
No, it's actually right. To be totally honest, I thought it was an hour late. I remember it saying 4 p.m. PTV, and I'm like, wait a minute, isn't that? I like got home and I'm like, bro, where's the update? I thought the update was coming out, and then I'm like looking at the thing. I'm like, God damn it, it's not now. It's at 6. So 6 my time. So that, I think that makes it 7 your time, doesn't it?
Yeah, I could have. Well, it said 4. I thought. You know what? No, it's Pacific date and time. So I believe that's like 4 hours. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't. Oh, obviously I'm wrong.
Yeah, I was kind of frustrated with it.
But I was like, oh man. I mean, what are we gonna do? I was like, what are we gonna do about this now? I thought we were gonna have time to actually, like, just talk about it and play it. But you know what? We got other stuff to talk about anyways.
That's true. So what I'm gonna do then is probably just pull up a
Look at you,
Marvel
pro!
Strike
You're looking like a pro right now, dog.
What do you mean?
I don't know. You just look good.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, okay, all right.
All right.
Yeah, well, let's talk about here. I got some questions for you. What is going on with this Cheese3Mane thing going?
Okay, so all right, I guess that is what we will talk about today. So first things first, I think I should lead with this. Unfortunately, so I still have it pulled up right this second. Marvel Strike Force has just kind of been in a tough spot for me, so I am actually getting out of the game very soon.
I know he made me cry. He made me cry.
Yeah. So Justice will be taking over Strike Central. I might still pop in every once in a while, but this will be my last episode of Strike Central. But so I guess to kind of go into some of the fun stuff though. So the deal with the Cheese3Mane, it really started because of kind of a joke. So I actually work with Texas Fat Boy.
Yeah.
And it's become a thing at work where every time he comes in, he's just like, "What up, Cheese3Mane?" And I'm like, "What up?" So I've come to the realization that, like, it took me forever to really embrace the cheese, and I finally have. I finally decided, you know what? This is a good thing that I should roll with. So the other issue that I was having with cheese and saltines was simply how long it was. I thought it was hysterical, but cheese and saltines is just a mouthful. It's 4 syllables, and I was just kind of like, well. So I was like, okay, Cheese3Mane. The one big issue with it was, oh my God, trying to explain it to my mom she's like, I don't understand, what is Cheese3Mane? And I'm like, what do you mean, what is Cheese3Mane? And she's like, what does that mean? And I'm like, it means cheese, man. And she's like,
cheese, mate.
But what is Maine? And I'm like, okay, Mom, you know how when some people just like can't speak proper English and they're like, what up, Maine? My mom's like, oh yeah, and I was like, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like that's
like,
what's going on.
Oh. So yeah, no, I paid a Fiverr artist. He came up with this pretty dope logo, and I kind of just went all in on it. So hopefully people like it.
I like it. You know, since I got a 3D printer now, I'm working on like merchandise and stuff, and I'm thinking that might be my first big project once I get back into 3D modeling.
A new logo.
Well, no, actually making your cheese monster there.
Ooh.
And then
Dude, so
that could be like a cool thing to give away, you know?
That would be pretty dope, actually. I would pick that. I would definitely pick up one of those. Super funny, actually. I have to go find it, but the Fiverr artist that I paid for this, literally all I told him was, I want a badass cheese man. And that's what he came up with. I told him, I was like, all right, so here's the deal. Most of my stream followers know.
I would have loved to have seen a cheese Scarface kind of thing.
There were some other options out there that were pretty solid. I just so what compelled me to go with this logo versus the other two was honestly the way that Cheese3Mane looks on it, because I didn't like how Cheese3Mane looked on the other two.
Yeah.
I could have just asked the guy like, hey,
am I gonna have to buy a new mug? Is that what's going on here?
So, in terms of merchandising, what is going to be going on with that eventually is I will be branding all the stuff that's currently available. I'll probably cut a couple of things just because maybe the XL playmat or mouse pad, but what I plan on doing is relabeling those as legacy items because I don't want to get rid of Cheese and Saltines and forever. It's still a logo on my older videos and stuff like that. But yes, there will be new merchandising coming out, and to be honest, I think it's going to look a lot more badass because the Cheese3Mane logo is pretty dope.
Yeah, you know, that it's going to look pretty sweet on a sweatshirt or something. Speaking of which, I branded myself into a Need for Speed car.
Really?
You should check out my channel right now. I brought it up as like a backup game, you know, if I was going to wait for you at all, because I expected to see you in an hour. For some reason.
Okay, gotcha.
I keep forgetting that it's 7 o'clock.
That was the time that we used to run it, yep. How did I never notice you had that badass tattoo on your arm?
Oh, that goes all the way up, too. Now, you didn't happen to read my history, did you, that I sent you today?
Yes, I did see that. That was actually really, really dope.
All right, so a little bit of backstory on when all that was happening. I have always, my greatest love was to make some of the best video games and characters that the world has ever seen, but, you know, life takes you in different directions, and so in the hundreds and thousands of hours I actually spent in the hospital bedside, I would just, to pass the time, write characters and things like that, and at one point when things were getting really bad and, you know, my children's mother lost her leg and it was impossible at that point to afford just about anything because the medical bills just kept, you know, getting, you know, bigger and bigger and bigger. I invented a cartoon franchise called Cutie Pie Z. I also wrote a book, and they were all supposed to be like this big surprise. Hey, we can get you this. We needed a very special kind of prosthetic, and it was going to cost like, you know, $100,000 or more just to be able to get it, and that was supposed to be the surprise. But when everything dropped, I ended up obviously pivoting, and I published that book, and it's actually available on Amazon as Unsung Heroes, the first Paragon. I wrote a story about these characters that used pain as a part of their superpower in order to give them, you know, a little more to go on, and I really dive deep into those characters, and this tattoo is actually the one I describe in the book for the main character. So I designed this, and when everything was going down, it was a way for me to basically take one pain and replace it with another, just to kind of help me cope and make my way through it. And a lot of artists can understand that, and thanks for noticing the tattoo, and that's why it's there.
That's pretty dope. I actually did not know that. I did know that you had a book on Amazon. I actually saw it, and I'm sorry I didn't buy it. It's not that it didn't sound like it was a good book. I just didn't pick it up.
I know it's usually pretty much sold out most of the time, but there's a visual copy.
Perfect. Let me go back to yours. Do you have a visual copy? Pull it back up.
Oh, for you? I mean.
Oh,
I didn't actually
sorry,
have.
I thought.
No, I mean I'll bring that up right now on a browser just so you guys can check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Make sure to check out Justice's book. Pretty dope.
Oh my God, Amazon's gone a little nutty. What's going on there? All right, so usually my name is enough to pull up the book.
Fair enough. I think if you actually type in,
it's right here. It's available both on ebook and paperback. Paperback, it's usually sold out, or people are still selling them used on here, and sometimes actually that's the cheapest I've ever seen it. I've actually seen it go for almost $200-300.
Really?
I've been contemplating with so many people that are on here. If you guys are watching and you bought this, please submit some more ratings, because I know I've got thousands of copies out there and nobody's doing any reviews.
Oh, dude, that sucks.
It's just a thing, I published this because it made me happy to write it, and I honestly at the time didn't care if anybody did write it. I just wanted to let the world know that I did something.
Gotcha. It's pretty dope still, though. I think it's super cool.
Oh, wow, that looks really nice. I've been getting used to using the stream manager and things like that a lot lately.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. No, that's pretty awesome. Here's a question. Do you have a Stream Deck by any chance? I picked up one of those, and it has been one of the
I think I saw
phenomenal pieces of equipment.
On Facebook, I think I seen you post pictures of your workspace. I'm thinking about it, but I don't know how that thing works. Like, can I change between scenes and stuff on there?
Dude, yes. So it is so intuitive. I felt like such an idiot that I ever questioned it afterwards. So, yeah, to kind of break it all down, let me see here. I don't want to mess with my camera because otherwise I might screw it up. So yeah, no, basically,
I'm dropping my
fresh
link
out of the
there
box,
if you don't mind. Nice.
No, go for it. We definitely want to get that because I think.
Yo, I'm at 41, baby.
I was gonna say
I'm at 41.
Close to affiliate status at this point, 41. So we just got to get 9 more to you.
No, I mean, God, that has felt really, really good.
Then you get to start pissing people off with advertisements at the beginning of the stream.
Oh, you know what? I've already done that. And you know when I had that book. Yo, Crazy Mango.
Ooh, Crazy Mango. Definitely make sure to drop a follow for him. Crazy Mango is one of my super fans.
Yes, he actually just came over, and in my headphones, I hear my funky music, and I gotta dance every time I hear one of those.
Excellent. So. Crazy Mango, thank you so much for going and following Justice. You're the best. Okay.
Thank you so much, Baby Blue TX. I'm doing my booby dance. I got man boobs, so it works.
I'm working mine out currently. Actually, all right. So we got 3 things to cover then, because I got to talk about Stream Deck.
I can see myself on your screen. Funny. Sorry.
Super funny. I was unbelievably pissed because we had all that bad weather that happened down here.
Yeah.
It flooded our It flooded our gym at our apartment.
Oh shit! I meant to ask you about that because I got up the last couple of days. I'm like, holy shit! I hope he's okay.
Yes. So everything ended up being okay. I mean, honestly, we just had to. It's kind of funny. I saw a joke from somebody up in the Midwest, and they were all like, "Wait, all we had to do to defeat Texas was give them some bad weather?" Like, yeah, kind of.
Yeah, pretty much.
But anyway, so what had happened was the gym by us flooded though, so our gym was shut down, and finally I just got tired of it because I'm like, bro, it's been like 4 or 5 weeks. What the hell? But it's still. I asked them. Like a week ago, I'm like, "Hey, is the gym ever opening back up?" They're like, "It's closed indefinitely." I'm like, "The fuck is indefinitely?"
Yeah, dude.
I know what it means,
shit
but I was kind of like,
"Come on." Needs to be oiled down after the fact,
Well, right. So
it's gotta fuck with a lot of the pulley systems.
I start looking at the gyms around me, and I'm like, "All right, you know what? Finally, I was torn between LA Fitness and the Y, and the reason why I was torn between the two is, for starters, they're comparable prices. The Y is a solid deal until you turn 30, and then all of a sudden the Y turns into bullshit. But it goes from like $30 up to like $55. I'm like, because I'm 30, what kind of shit is this? But anyway, so I finally decided to settle on the Y. I sign up for the Y online. I get like my membership and everything last Tuesday. Last Thursday, they're like, the gym will be open on Friday. I'm like, you sons of bitches,
motherfucker.
Right? So I dropped $90 because the
Oh
startup
my
fees and everything
God.
else. Yeah, so the Y's only 30, but I dropped 90 because of the startup fee, and then you got to pay for like the last month and all that other shit. I was so pissed. So now I'm taking advantage of the Y.
I actually thought of a
day.
project that we can go in on. It just dawned on me.
What's that?
How about we put aside a part of the day for you to do a watch party on Twitch for the first time for Falcon and Winter Soldier?
That's a pretty solid idea. I would be down for that because Falcon and Winter Soldier has been really good. We will definitely talk about that towards the end, like we always do, since WandaVision is over now, sadly.
Oh yeah, I know, right?
Man, that was a good show. That show is vastly underrated. Like, even though people loved it by the end, I think people severely underrated it.
I think it was a piece of art. So,
yes, okay. Cynthia, you like that? It's a great show. I'm really loving it. Actually, okay. Stream Deck first. So,
ooh, thanks for the compliment, Crazy.
Piece of hardware. Super easy piece of hardware. Basically, you plug it into your computer through one of the USBs, just like you do with the Elgato capture card or anything else. You download the software, and the software is so intuitive that basically all it is it starts off with just a basic screen, and you open up the software and you integrate it to your OBS. It has a integration for OBS and for Streamlabs.
Oh, you talking about the Elgato video card stuff?
Yeah,
oh, that's
but so for the Stream Deck, all you do is it automatically finds your Streamlabs and your OBS, if whichever one you're using. It automatically finds it, and basically all you do is you just basically select what sources you want to do, and then like you can set them up to basically you just press buttons and it'll flip between the scenes. But that is the bare bones of what you can do with this thing. You can add, I have sound effects that are added to it. I have, I mean, if you want to check out my stream for starters, you can even see I have GIFs that I can set for it. So I just have this little dancing Among Us dude that I can just turn on and off at the press of a button.
Let me see it. Yes,
he's right there. I got this one.
Wait, that's on the deck? Party.
Yeah, well, it's not on there, but all you got to do is just download the GIF, and then you can implement it onto there.
Oh, I'm going to do some crazy shit, everybody.
Right? Well, so here's the one that I love to do. I got one called Dance Party, so I just press this button, and all my boys just come up and start hamming it.
Oh, yeah. Yo!
Just press another button,
I gotta make a GIF of my booby dance. And I gotta get up there on the top of your screen.
It's one of the best pieces of equipment. So, but then what gets even better is there's so many other things. You can integrate Twitch onto it so you can see your viewers. You can actually set up like pre-recording chats and stuff like that to just automatically post in there. You can set it up to your Twitter and other social media, so you can just press buttons and it automatically tells people you're going live. Like I said, the sound effects are super dope. One of my favorite features of all, though, is the instant replay.
Ooh.
Now you can set that up without it, but you have to use hella hotkeys to do it. But all you do is
Zack Snyder's cut was fucking unbelievable.
So here is my you're good. Actually, we'll go into that too. So the last thing on the stream. So basically, it's really actually super simple. All you do is you turn on replay buffer in your settings for Streamlabs or for regular OBS. You turn on your stream buffer, create a scene on your dash for instant replay, and then so you turn on stream buffer. You set a hotkey to it. So mine is just Control-Shift-1. Then on your Stream Deck, you can actually, one of the cool integrations is make one of your buttons just do what a hotkey does. So I made one of my buttons just
it's like a macro, like in a video, in a game or something. God damn.
So it literally allows me to just, I press this one button and it's as if I'm pressing Control-Shift-1 and pressing that hotkey. So then what it does is it saves that replay and does an instant replay of it. Now, the only issue I found is that there is no way to have it immediately go back to your live stream, but I'll turn my replay buffer on and I'll actually show you if you just watch it. So I just got to wait for my replay buffer to grab a little bit of time because it has to take about 15 seconds or so. But then I will show you it, Although I don't think I ever actually went in and set it, so I'm gonna have to do one quick thing. I don't think I actually ever reset it.
Does that utilize your video card to take that replay?
Only if you're using the video card. So if I'm like playing one of the computer games, it doesn't even have to use the capture card. All right, so it should have grabbed it enough. I think I set it up properly, because one of the issues that I did have was when I changed, I was too lazy to reset all of my overlays and stuff like that, so I just duplicated it and then changed the overlays for my new one. But all right, so this should be enough time. I'm gonna press the replay button, so it should be snagging it now. And now if I press this instant replay button, so it literally goes and just creates a replay of it. It's super cool. One of the most amazing features ever. So if you have like a really dope kill in a game, I've been playing Rocket League a lot, so when I get some really awesome plays in that, I just press that instant replay button and send the replay out and let everybody watch it. And I downloaded a little like instant replay like recording screen to kind of go with it. So the flair of it's super cool. And that's just cool. Like the surface of what you can do with it. Oh, I got to turn the audio on for you guys. Sorry, I'll get to that eventually because I haven't messed with it too much. So let's talk Justice League. Since Marvel Strike Force is down. So Snyder Cut, you liked it?
I absolutely loved it. I mean, hands down. I mean, I have always had problems with the way they've depicted Amazons and whatnot. And I personally get super emotional over like actual epic scenes with heroes, and I don't even care if they're male or female, but when they're fucking epic, they were epic. And those goddamn Amazons at the beginning were doing quite literally what they were built for, and they did everything in their power all the way to the edge of everything they could possibly do to get that motherfucking cube moving. And it was amazing. I teared up. I had goosebumps. It was amazing. And the best part was, Steppenwolf just wasn't treating them like they didn't matter. They're fucking Amazons who've been training for war for thousands of years. They are not just going to get pushed around. And I absolutely loved how they don't give a shit that you're a badass. They're going to do their job.
Right. So, one of the things that I will say, I do think the length was a little long. I understand that it was 4 hours. I think that cuts away from it slightly, and I only say that because I fell asleep for the first 30 minutes, but then the last 3 hours and 30 minutes was phenomenal. The first 30, I didn't actually fall asleep necessarily, but I feel like there could have been about 20 to 30 minutes cut from the first hour of the movie, if that makes sense. Not necessarily, like, there was parts in it that were really good. There was just like a handful of minutes that I feel could have been cut to make it a 3.5 hour movie.
I'm gonna be honest. I think you might have felt a little differently if they went with their original plan and just went with the 6 different parts, one every week.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's sitting there, like I'll give you a perfect example. Sitting through, one of the Lord of the Rings movies, and that's exactly what that is. You feel that little lethargy like towards the end. But I think if we would have actually split up those movies, it would have been enjoyable each way through. And I cannot fucking believe how much of Cyborg they cut out of that movie. I was like, there's so much
there is still. Are you saying cut from the actual movie or
from the original? That's what I mean.
Oh yeah,
because
oh my god, dude, Cyborg's character arc was huge.
Yeah, I mean, I think they sold me on Cyborg immediately when. I don't think a lot of people even realize too when he's in the software area of his mind. When he is, this is what makes him a superhero, by the way. I want you to be perfectly clear on that. He could have given that lady $1 million or any number he could have thought of, but he was smart about it, gave her $100,000 instead. He could have given her anything. It didn't matter, but he was a good guy and he didn't want to do too much in order to help this lady out, and it was amazing. That scene alone was fucking amazing. And if I was that actress, I would have been depressed for the longest time because that was a big movie to get cut out of, and she was completely not in that old cut.
Yeah, dude, there was a lot. So here was one thing that had me super hyped. And I thought this one a little unnoticed. I was loving what they did, how much of a badass they made Ares during the first fight against Darkseid.
Absolutely, the gods
considering
were
that
amazing.
He's the villain, right? And considering he's the villain of Wonder Woman 1, and like,
and he's the god of war, the god of war.
Just the fact that like he took it to Darkseid, just like he was the first. Like, I mean, him and Zeus were kind of just like opening a can of whoop ass, but he was just kind of like, bro, I'm just gonna go hit Darkseid with this axe, no questions asked. Bro, he was so badass in that movie.
Dude, I love how they depicted gods in that movie, because you get, like, with Zeus especially, like, you know, he was generating electricity internally, and you could see his bones and shit when he would hit him with a huge blast, and it was so good.
Yeah, dude, it was the only. I didn't understand, why did they make the decision to go with black suit Superman?
It was originally like one of those things that when he was resurrected in the comic books, I forget which Earth it was. In Crisis in the comic books and Rebirth, there's a lot of continuity things that are going on there, but ultimately that was his suit because his people has a resurrection chamber, for that particular Earth, and when he came out, that was his black suit. I love the fact that the black suit was there because Kevin Smith had actually written a script a long time ago to resurrect Superman, you know, after the Christopher Reeves run of things. And I forget who basically shit all over him. And basically threw him out of his fucking mansion because he thought it was garbage. And Kevin Smith has actually directed a few, like, episodes of The Flash and whatnot, and he has the most heartfelt superhero episodes. Like, you can tell Kevin Smith was there. I mean, he says that he doesn't do any of the work, but when he's on set and you watch the episode that he directed, there is a very distinct heart in his work. And if I ever had a piece of work for him to take a hold of, I would give it to him as a superhero junkie.
Yes, he definitely is top tier. Kevin Smith is God, absolutely.
I still hate The Flash, by the way. I gotta put that out there.
You didn't like The Flash in the movie?
Yeah, I respect Ezra Miller's attempt to bring a very different kind of Flash to the role, but I just have a problem with how he's just utilized the Flash's powers and abilities outright.
That's fair. Here's my thing. It's
ahead.
not even Ezra Miller's fault, but I have an issue with Ezra Miller, and it's nothing against him. I just, every time I see him, I'm like, hey, look, it's Justin Long 2.0.
Right? I've told people that. I've told people that. And I have a hard time not seeing it, honestly.
Bro, that's all I see when I look at him.
Well, I usually add the part of the Asian Justin Long, because that's, I mean, he just looks like he has Asian in him.
Bro, it doesn't even look like him when they like are first like, oh, there's this guy that's super fast. They're like watching a little like cam footage that doesn't even look like Ezra Miller to me.
You know, I gotta point this out because we're all gamers here on the channel if you're watching mine or Cheese's, but I even in the original, I had a very distinct feeling this was not supposed to be a Justice League movie. I actually felt like at the time I was really knee deep in Injustice and Injustice 2, the fighting game from NetherRealm, and when they did his like the armor like for the Flash in here and the backstory, and I told myself a long time ago, you know, back in 2017 when Justice League was first coming out, I was like, oh my god, I think Zack Snyder might be doing this whole time we're watching the Injustice universe of Justice League, not, you know, straight up Justice League, and that's why it's so distinctly different. Yeah. This part we gotta talk about this. Tell me that Wonder Woman scene in the beginning wasn't a light years beyond the original.
Mind blanking. The Wonder Woman scene.
She when she first enters the bank, and she has like perfect form in her ability to block off the bullets and stuff. There was no shady effects or nothing.
That was pretty dope.
It looked to me like the actress was there, really doing that shit. You know, it looked legit. Wonder Woman. And for those of you who don't know, Wonder Woman is about the only person that could possibly take the Flash in a real fight, because her reflexes are super fast. One time she had to like deflect these like light speed fragments of shit, right? And she was just giving these shards the fucking business. And even though I am a Superman super fan, but I logic my way through every member of the Justice League, and I feel like the Flash that's the god of the Justice League. I mean, there's almost nothing he can't beat in the Justice League. His mind works at super speed, his body works at super speed, he can phase through any material, he can run faster than the speed of light. He's ran to the edge of the universe and back. And
okay, actually, being a big Superman fan, I got a question for you then.
Hit me!
Do you feel the evil Superman trope is starting to be overdone? And I ask that because if you look at the past 5 years, you've got The Boys, you've got Brightburn, you've got Omni-Man, which I'm going to be honest, Invincible is an awesome show. I definitely
haven't watched
watching
it yet.
that on Amazon Prime. Very good. But I think there's another one out there. I like the idea, but I feel that it's starting to be overdone. I can't say much about it, though, because every time a new version comes out, I like it a little bit more than the last. I loved Homelander, really loved Brightburn, and I am just ogling over Omni-Man. So every single time that I see another version of the evil Superman story done, it gets better and better. But I am curious if, as a Superman fan, because I'm not even a DC Comics fan, I barely like anything DC, but
Injustice
as a Superman
2
fan,
is
how do
actually...
you feel about it?
Injustice 2, I believe a lot of people are getting inspiration from the Injustice 2 fighting game from NetherRealms, where Superman was actually evil. Now, the whole story behind it is that, and this is why I believe that's where Zack Snyder is trying to point his Justice League story towards. Because originally, what ends up happening in this version of the Justice League's universe is that the Joker goes fucking nuts, right? And ends up basically strapping like Lois Lane, who at the time, Bruce Clark is breaking the news to Bruce about Lois Lane being pregnant, and this is when all the shit hits the fan, and Superman hears it at the last second, but the Joker ends up blowing up Lois Lane with his baby still there inside of Lois, and he loses his fucking mind like we all would, shows up to the Joker and doesn't even hesitate and shoves his hand right through his body, kills the Joker. Yep. That's Superman's first kill, and start this realm of Superman. You know, in the original Justice League, when you see the Vision of the Future, you see all those soldiers with the Superman outfits and stuff. That's Injustice 2, or in the Injustice storyline. That's exactly it. He has his own, army, who he uses nanites to give them, super strength and reflexes and speed, so he can rule over the entire planet, not in an evil way, but in the way that he believes that he can best protect the planet is to unify them under one banner, the House of El. And what ends up happening is they have to open up this dimensional rift into we'll call it Earth Prime version of the DC universe, where it's the classic Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman that we know of, and characters from that storyline have to come over and help out. But there's this really cool mix of what happens when Superman is really the flashpoint in that timeline, and everything changes. Harley Quinn and a lot of the more villainous type characters end up working for the Resistance against the Superman regime, and That's the real feeling I got behind the end of this new Justice League and that extended scene of the future. I don't think it was a future so much as a different timeline of another multiverse. And multiverse is a big thing in the DC universe also.
Yes,
almost more so than Marvel.
I would say it is completely, because Marvel's... I think DC did their Crisis on Infinite Earth storyline before Marvel did their revamped Secret War to basically capitalize on it.
Yeah, it's a tough one to really kind of determine. You know, DC has always been in this realm of trying to fix the continuity of a lot of their characters, because I think the fans, like myself, have wanted that stability. In, like, if I am the Flash and I'm running through this series, that whatever is happening in that storyline should bleed into all my other favorite characters' storylines, and that's one of the reasons why I love, what do they call it? The Spectrum War, I think, and it's a part of the anti-life equation that you'll understand if they ever decide to do that, and it could be one of the reasons why the Green Lanterns haven't shown up currently. I mean, there's a big thing with that in the White Lantern Corps and Black Lantern Corps storyline. I don't want to ruin anything for anybody, but that's a really good series.
That series is really good. What was it called? The War? It wasn't called the War of Light, or was it?
Oh, God. You know, I remember going to Universal Studios and reading the entire thing in the store. That's what I remember.
Right? I believe it is. All I know is that was my
tried with buying that.
And now I love Larfleeze.
Oh, God. You know, I had this weird theory, like, his Lantern Corps should be one of the more powerful ones. I mean, greed is incredibly powerful, and it seems like, to me, that concept, that emotion would actually take up a very key component of every single emotional spectrum. Yes,
100%. God, I don't remember where I was going with that.
There's two different versions. There's like the light version. They're all part of the same storyline, but like one is predominantly about White Lanterns and the other the Black Lanterns, and it's still freaking cool. Why is my internet losing its mind?
Mine was doing the same thing, actually. I don't know. Maybe who's your service provider? Is it AT&T?
No.
Oh, I'm really curious to see where Zach is going to take things. So, hey, Cheese3Mane, how's it going? How's it going, Brett Thaker? What's up, buddy? I'm really curious to see where Zach is going to take that final scene with the Joker and the Apocalyptic Land. So
I'm going to tell you, man, that it's injustice.
Among the minority here, I actually think I hated Jared Leto's Joker in Suicide Squad. That shit pissed me off to no end.
I don't think that's
that
Joker,
being said,
honestly. I think
his
that's
portrayal of Joker in that ending scene, for me, was top notch. Now, let me explain a second, though, because here's the issue. So many people grew up on different versions of the Joker. Like my mom and my dad were huge fans of the Jack Nicholson Joker, and I'm like, well, in fairness, they grew up in the time period where Joker, like the comic book version of Joker, was the gangster Joker who would kill people with like joy buzzers and stuff. So I'm with that. And I understand why people really, really liked Heath Ledger's Joker, because at the time that was kind of really like the place of the world at that point was kind of like,
I think that version is the Joker that I picture when I actually think of who would actually be that nemesis of a character like Batman.
I can back that. The reason why I really, really liked Jared Leto's Joker in this specific scene, because I hated him in Suicide Squad. In that specific scene, there was something done so well that reminded me of... So my versions of Batman are the 90s and early 2000s cartoons where Joker like isn't necessarily unstable. He's just kind of a lunatic asshole.
Yeah.
And so to me, that was the portrayal of the Joker that I had been missing my entire life.
I like that version, but I do have a theory that I don't think he is the Joker.
I love Heath Ledger the most. I can't hate on Heath Ledger. I do think The Dark Knight was slightly overrated, in my opinion. I think it's romanticized. I don't think it's a bad movie by any means. I just don't think that it deserves the title of best superhero movie of all time, which some people are willing to give it. But Heath Ledger was top notch in that, no doubt. Who do you think it is if you don't think it's the Joker?
I think, like in the comics and whatnot, I mean, you gotta understand, in this Justice League version of Batman, Batman's been doing this motherfucking job for almost 30 years, okay? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of history that goes through all the different Robins, and one of them, you know, is even so-called taken out by the Joker, and I believe... this is the one. I think the Joker that we see, the Jared Leto Joker, is actually a former Robin.
Oh.
And he always makes like these weird, you know, points toward the Boy Wonder and whatnot. And the thing is, when you're thinking of the Joker's history with Batman, no matter where you're looking at it. Comics, cartoons, whatever, he almost parallels Batman's history in a way. Mm-hmm. He's not too much older or too much younger or anything like that. Now, when you look at Jared Leto's Joker in comparison to Ben Affleck's, you could see almost like this weird 20-year difference between their characters. And it feels to me like, yeah, the other Joker's Dunzo. This is the one that replaced them, and it's one of the Robins, and it really feels like they made a personal connection when they were just kind of doing that like mind-to-mind battle going on near the end. And you know, Batman was trying to hurt him psychologically, Joker was doing this, you know, doing it to him, and just that little exchange. Because when Batman brought up Harley Quinn, now the Harley Quinn thing was another piece of evidence that I felt like was pointing towards, hey, injustice, because in that version, Harley Quinn is working with Batman.
Yep.
And they do have a sort of personal relationship, you know. Bordering on, if not full on, love interest. And
what came first, the Injustice storyline or the Injustice video game? I truly don't remember.
The video game is what spawned the original video games spawned it originally, but it spawned this huge series of amazing comic books featuring the Injustice storyline, and it's just amazing.
I'm not surprised. It was a phenomenal idea.
Yeah, it's so cool to like look at the characters that you have. Like, I grew up reading and seeing how much they can change based on one traumatic event of a major hero that is pivotal. Like, originally, like me, everything goes by Flashpoint. Like, without Flash, none of this shit happens, right? But what if something major like that happens in present day? What kind of future would that Flash to be? And even then, I mean, now, like, oh my God, if anybody was thinking about reading comic books right now, the current run of the Flash is absolutely like groundbreaking on what can happen in a universe. There's so much there. The Flash can almost bleed into all the continuities that no longer exist, even post-Crisis. They even bring in the old school Wally West Flash, who was Kid Flash, white, red hair, all that good shit. And he somehow bleeds through the energies of reality into Earth Prime, which is like right now. And that almost leads up to the point where he goes fucking bonkers and almost kills the entire universe. That's how powerful the Flash is. And they're dealing with right now, and I think they're doing it on the TV show, where there's actually more than one force. It's not just the Speed Force. And it turns out the Speed Force was imprisoning all the other forces of the universe because they were too wild. And so when the Speed Force falls apart, you're getting all these new characters that are encompassing or being the vessels of these new forces. Like, there's a Strength Force, there's a Sage Force, and they all encompass a different color, almost like the Green Lanterns, but really, I think that's just for us, the audience, to really know the difference between the different forces. And it's really interesting right now because you think, wow, the Speed Force, the what it is and what the Flash can do with it. Why were they so wild that the Speed Force, like the most powerful energy in the universe, made a prison for 6 different forces? The Slow Force is pretty. Oh, I should say Slow Force. I keep saying that.
The Slow Force.
It's the Still Force. You know, it's the exact opposite of like what the Flash is, where he generates potential energy into kinetic energy, and you know, the Still Force is like the reverse of that, where where the Flash is moving at super speeds. Whoever's the vessel of like the Still Force, which is another character that's like called the Turtle, but we won't get into that. And he actually can just suck the kinetic energy out of an area, but it looks like he's moving in super speed, but he's not.
Mm-hmm.
And the Strength Force is being vesseled by this really cool character. I think she's Brazilian. I'm not positive, but she kind of hit me from the side because I don't remember reading about her, and they were talking about her like she's always existed. It's weird. But it's so many cool things happen. Like the Strength Force goes into the Flash's body, and his body can handle the Strength Force.
A bigger storyline of Catwoman and Batman and the romance. I also am dying to see the Sirens. I know they decided to go Birds of Prey, but the relationship between Harley, Poison Ivy, and Catwoman are amazing. I'd be down for Catwoman coming back, mostly because Anne Hathaway's a hit or miss for me, but Anne Hathaway in Batman 3 is an absolute babe. So I'd be down for seeing her come back just because Anne Hathaway.
I think we're on the cusp of finding the perfect Catwoman.
You fucking people. I did a poll. Who would win, Goku, Batman, or my mom with a flip-flop? And my mom with a flip-flop won.
Of course that was going to happen. That is quite possibly the most cheese answer you could come up with. You had to have known that was going to happen.
I'm going to report this poll. Goku got 2. My mom with a flip-flop got 5.
Oh, God. Goku's such a bullshit wet dream character. It's not even funny. I'm a fan.
Bro,
don't get me wrong.
I felt the same way until I met freaking One Punch Man. And now I'm like...
I fucking hate One Punch Man. Don't even get me started.
I do too.
Oh, my God.
I do too. I can't stand him.
I
like Goku. Can't. I'm a Vegeta fan, so I always be getting a little pissed off at Goku. I also be feeling bad for Piccolo because at this point, like, could you imagine if at one point you and Goku were like stalemating, and now at this point it's just kind of like, I'll just take care of the kids.
I know, right? I was telling me and my son were like talking about like, dude, he's got this. Like Piccolo must be at this point just feeling like the biggest bitch on earth because
bro,
he
like,
was
I'm not convinced
the dude.
Krillin couldn't beat him at this point.
Dude, they keep fucking with my man Krillin, and I'm getting pissed. He's got the magic dick, okay? He can turn androids into pregnant women. Let's just put it that way.
And our boy Krillin has still one of the most powerful moves in all of Dragon Ball. The Destructo Disc is still like a top 3 move.
I'm telling you, man, they need to give him his due. Like, push Goku aside. Put his ass up on a pedestal. Look. In all seriousness, y'all been putting Goku at the head no matter what. Like, you just taking your fucking artistic license and doing whatever the fuck you want. Anyways, let's put Krillin up there and just let him do his thing. Make him the superhero, okay? Because we need more bald superheroes. And fuck One Punch Man.
Yep. Saitama is a joke. I don't like him. I never did. And yeah. Actually, one that I've been really, really binge watching, I finished it recently, was Attack on Titan.
Oh my God, me and my son went through that one. It's amazing.
Bro, it's so good. Captain Levi is an absolute baller.
Dude, they really need to do like an awesome like live action version of it. Like, I don't even know how you could.
I agree. Dude, I was so hyped about it. Even my wife was willing to sit down and watch that one with me. She's not usually into the animes, but she watched Attack on Titan with me all the way through. Yeah. I only have 2 issues with it, and honestly, I don't like Eren. He irritates the shit out of me. And I don't really care for Mikasa and her bullshit. Like, let me just
I don't
put
care
Eren above
about
the entire
any
army
of their bullshit. I just like the new shit that you learn about the Titans like all the time. Like some can generate their own fucking armor and all kinds of crazy shit, and really they're not
That's
they're not
worth
Titans.
having.
They're just like these big ass fucking kaiju things, you know, and they're not really giants. They're just these fucked up versions of kaiju, you know, being piloted by somebody connected to a bunch of muscle and nerves and shit. I'm pretty sure I got it wrong. Like, I think there's a mix there, but that's the kind of thing that I like about the show is like you learn those special things about those Titans, which is really cool.
All right, I only have 5 allowed, but these are the Titans that mean the most to me. So I just did a poll. Which Titan is best? The options are the Attack Titan, the Armored Titan, the Colossal Titan, the Female Titan, and the Beast Titan. I know
Can
there's
you
the
really
Warcard
count
Titan
the Colossal Titan? No, I mean, that seems like an unfair advantage.
Fair, although if I'm going to be totally honest, if I could have one of the Titan powers, when they get their hands on the Colossal Titan power, I think I would have still preferred to get the Armored Titan. I think I would, if I had to rank them, I'd take Armored over Colossal.
Man, that fucking Colossal wrecks with half its body.
Fair.
Like, I like you just get
that's
you just
right.
use the
It
torso.
It's like fell on top of them.
Yeah.
My issue with it is how slow it is. Here's some that the only issue I have with that show, the biggest issue I have with that show is how pathetic. Like, I mean, I understand that Captain Levi literally has a superpower. I just hate how pathetic everybody else is against these damn Titans. And we're talking about Attack on Titan now, Cynthia. So it's specifically, there's one part in particular that really irritates the shit out of me, and it's in, I think, the second season when the guy who's always like sniffing and everything goes off to distract from Titans, and they're all like, "Oh, don't worry, he'll be fine. Minchie is the second best." They're like, he's second to only Captain Levi. This motherfucker kills like 2 Titans.
Yeah.
Total. Like, I understand the Beast Titan like threw a horse at him and everything. Okay, I get that. I was just kind of like, wait a damn second. Second to only Captain Levi. This guy was like struggling after 2 Titans. Okay, I watched Captain Levi kill like 37 of them. Like, didn't Mikasa just kill like 8 in her first battle?
Yeah. You know what you should check out? Like, when I pick up my son, we always have like, we have to wait for his sister because they're just literally 1 year apart. So it's like a weird pickup schedule. So we watch something like on Netflix, usually like in the car, and something new popped up in Netflix. It was an animated version of Pacific Rim. And it's actually pretty amazing. We can't stop watching it. It's so much deeper and amazing than the goddamn movies ever were. You learn so much about what's really going on. And yeah, check that one out.
I definitely will.
Oh,
I've been trying a couple of other animes.
You know that game that I told you I got on Kickstarter that I invested in last year? The stuff just started coming in. Marvel
Which
United.
one is it?
Marvel United.
Oh, Female Titan got that fucking caboose. So the Female Titan got that fucking caboose, bro.
Goddamn right, man. You hear that? Female Titan can make it clap. I want my sandwich.
Got that caboose.
My ham sandwich.
Right, anyway. So, did you buy the? Oh man, it's super cool to talk board games with somebody. Did you get the whole Ultimate bundle where you got? Wow, the Female Titan one. Okay, I disagree on that.
Well, when I go in, I did the entire thing on this one. Ooh. So I got like this thing right here. I believe is an exclusive. It's an actual play mat for the game. Like it doesn't. It's not supposed to be played like with a mat, but they made one just for like the backers. And I think they're thinking about selling one, but they were doing an exclusive for like a really large. So I got the largest one possible. They're shipping them separately. They're not all here yet. I'm gonna do an unboxing for you guys, so I'll let you know when that happens.
Super dope. So did you
amazing.
You got all the expansions with it then, huh?
Yeah, all of them are coming with them.
With all of them.
And there's like a new Zombicide that I just went in on. Will be my first. It's my first investment piece where, when I first started collecting Zombicide, my first Zombicide set, I had to go to like eBay to get like the really exclusive stuff. And I could not believe what they were charging. Like the pet one or like the dog one? A lot of them were the Abominations.
Was so hard to get. Oh, that's fair.
And I got the dog one. I got the dog one, but I got that one. But a lot of the more expensive ones from eBay when I was collecting them. I mean, shit, like one of the figures were going for almost $50, $60. And I was like, you want to know what?
Christ.
Someday when I got the money, I should go in on one of these collections and just double up on the exclusives and see what I can get out of them and maybe even pay for my original investment. And I did that. There's a new Zombicide one. It's a like Western inspired version of the game. So it's gonna be super cool to play and check that out. It'll be my first. The Marvel United will be my first big project that has to do with 3D printing.
Dope.
I have these designs to make like premium pieces, you know, not cardboard shit or whatever. And I want to do that and make like the perfect like take to your friend's storage unit where it's easy to carry, but it's also easy to set up. One of the things that I hate the most about some of these games is that sometimes you'll spend 15 minutes just setting up your quest, you know?
Oh, you're damn right. You damn right. So I'm a big board gamer. There's two games in particular, my top two favorite games of all time. Both are like that. You spend 15, 20 minutes setting them up, and then you're like, I don't even really feel like playing at this point. If you are a big Marvel person, though, which I know you are, Marvel Crisis Protocol is one that I gotta recommend to you.
Crisis Protocol?
Yes, it is a game that falls in the same vein as games like Warhammer, but on a very small scale.
I know like Blood Rage, Zombicide, a lot of zombie board games I love because sometimes they have like cool mechanics like a Betrayer.
Yep.
And I can't remember what that. I think Dead of Winter, if you've heard of that.
Dead of Winter's really good.
I'm like, my friend one time fucking sabotaged himself just so I couldn't win. I'm like, you motherfucker. He like knew right away, like probably, 4 or 5 turns away from the end of the game, that he wasn't gonna make it because he couldn't meet his objectives for anything, and so he decided to fucking implode like right at the end and killed God knows how many in this domino effect of fucking starvation and hits, and I'm like, you son of a bitch. I'll never forgive you for that, man. You know who I'm talking about.
Did you ever play Betrayal at House on the Hill?
Never heard of it.
Damn, that one's a really good one. It's kind of a choose-your-own-adventure. Everybody starts off, like, just exploring a house, and then there's, like, 50 different scenarios that can take place based on what you find and where you find it.
Yeah.
But if you haven't played it, then I can't really go into that story. But, yeah, no, Crisis Protocol is really, really good. What was the Marvel game
you were talking about?
Marvel Crisis Protocol. I'll put it in your chat really quick.
Yeah, I'm looking it up on my phone. Oh, whoa. Whoa.
It's very good.
Oh, my goodness.
So that one's great.
When did this come out? How did I miss this?
Marvel Crisis Protocol came out, I want to say 2018. I think it was still working at the game store when it came out, which is the main reason I remember it.
Wow, this doesn't look half bad.
You're a Star Wars fan too, right?
Yeah. The board games for me though get a little bit thick.
So the one that I would recommend is, I don't know if you've played it before, Imperial Assault. I recommend that one.
Yes, that's a good strategic one. I like that one.
Oh, I love that game. The character building aspect of it, fantastic.
Yeah, it got a really cool like skill tree aspect to the role play of your characters, which I love.
Yep.
I love how it's the first time I played a game where like your character can actually change after they've been first defeated when you flip the card, and you got like a different kind of set of abilities as you're injured, I believe. You know, correct me if I'm wrong, obviously, but I believe I understand it that way.
You are correct. It's based on a video another board game that same company made called
Are these pieces pre-painted?
No, they are not.
Why the fuck are they advertising it like they are then?
Oh man, okay, so I'll go into that in just a second. Somebody actually asked if we could do this type of video once a month. GeekSpeak is a tremendous name for this.
Are we smelling a new show?
Possibly. GeekSpeak once a month sounds like a pretty solid show because it's been fun. So here's the dealio with the paintings. So after Imperial Assault, they that same company, I know a lot about them because I sip their tea way too much, and I was like the biggest Fantasy Flight Games dick rider of all time. So this is it goes into this because Fantasy Flight Games doesn't make that game. But what happened was, so the company Fantasy Flight Games made another game after Imperial Assault called Star Wars Legion, and they actually hired a professional YouTube painter to paint all the figures they used in their demos. And this guy was like the guy you would watch. His name was Sir Astro. He was like the greatest painter on YouTube. So they got him to do all their minis. Well, then everybody else was like, hey, this is a wonderful idea. So the company that took over and got the rights to do Crisis Protocol asked him to do theirs. And so that's what they use for their promotion. Of course, it's like, bro, my figures are never going to look like that. This is the type of dude who literally makes a living off of doing tutorials on how to paint miniature
Yo!
figures.
Game's
So-
up, game's up, game's up, game's up.
Oh, sweet. Yay, finally.
I was just, for shits and giggles, I was like, let's do this.
All right, let's go see what this pass is all about.
Multiple
While we're
man,
getting
looks
there,
like
though-
multiple man is there. I am
boy.
gonna have to check into.
Is there an update required or no?
No, no, it doesn't look like it. It looks like it just opens up solid.
Sweet. All right, so while we're getting to that and I'm getting it loaded up, so Falcon and Winter Soldier, 2 episodes in, how do you feel?
I think it's a very different animal than what we just got done with. I do really love this show. Wait, what the fuck? My phone's working, but the BlueStacks is not?
Hold on, I didn't actually... No, BlueStacks might still be working. I have the wrong
Oh,
window
shit.
capture up right this second.
I'm looking at your screen thinking it's my BlueStacks. No, it's going on because I did the one on my phone.
There.
Well, okay, so
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Winter Soldier. Oh my god, I have a little bit of a I'm not sure about this, and you guys let me know. But I think they're really trying to do the White Wolf here.
That shit was really funny. Spoilers, there's a part where they're like where Falcon and Winter Soldier are kind of bickering, and Winter Soldier says something, and Falcon's like, "Who do you think you are, White Panther?" And he's like, "You spend like, what does he say, like 3 months in Wakanda, and now you think you're White Panther?" He's like, "It's White Wolf." And Falcon's like, "What?"
And in that one scene, like before, I thought it was just kind of a thing to say, and I never really gave it a second thought that they would actually try to do the White Wolf. And that would be a great redemption story. And
like it.
I think they're gonna try bringing Michael B. Jordan back because he was a wonderful Killmonger. And if they were gonna try to put someone in the shoes of Black Panther, he wouldn't be a king, but he would be allowed to wear the mantle because someone has to. M'Baku can't do it because he's basically royalty, but he's not. In my head, I can't even fathom what Shuri is even going through right now, mentally and as the leading royal. Like, are they allowing her to take over? Does she have to fight for the right? Or even if they do, I'm sure that the different tribes would say yes, just out of honor for her brother. And she's too important of a regular character to take the mantle of Black Panther. And they're either going to go with not doing him at all and actually using the real life death to really bring an emotional impact to why the Black Panther is no longer there, as in King T'Challa. Or they will try to do a redemption arc, which I think was really smart, and it would be original, because Michael B. Jordan brought such a persona to his character. I even wanted him to stay, and he had reasons that I was like, he's not wrong. And that's what's great about some villains, is you don't know if you want to be with the good guy or the bad guy.
Yep. Yep. Wow, what kind of shit is this? Actually, this new battle pass doesn't seem all that bad.
What? Mine says Battle Pass 3. What does yours say?
Oh shit. I'm gonna go look. I don't know.
Mine says Strike Pass 3.
Mine says Strike Pass 3.
What
I was
is
gonna
it?
be like, ooh, are
Do you
they
know what
A/B
that-
testing already?
Do you know what that means?
No, I don't. As the child recovers from battle wounds, Shuri is tested and found suitable for the role of Black Panther to rule over Wakanda in the comics. That's right. I did read that. I don't know. I feel like they, as much as I really, really like Michael B. Jordan as Killmonger, I do feel like
Oh my
they
god!
still
I just
kind of
realized
wasted
something.
the screen presence of Michael B. Jordan. What happened?
Okay, so on my daily at the beginning of our show, I was scrambling for time because
Bro, what the fuck? My game is glitching all kinds of crazy. Apparently, I unlocked and I can recruit Wolverine.
I have 143 gold promotion credits, and I'm working this Fantastic Four defense. And I finally got Invisible Woman to show up in the store, but I was low-key hoping she wouldn't show up until I had the credits. So I've been scrambling and blitzing my ass off to get to that milestone where the 10 promotion credits were. And I think, wait, the store doesn't change over for like an hour, right?
No, it should have changed. It should have just changed.
And I was scrambling, and the second I was about to like start collecting more of those orbs to make my final pull, the fucking maintenance screen came on.
Oh no.
I mean, it's not a huge deal because the promotion credits aren't going anywhere, but I waited so long for her to show up in the store.
What the hell is happening? No, fuck you, game crash.
Oh my god, she's gone.
Strike Force. Back to Strike Force, for Christ's sake.
Oh.
Wait, he's gone.
If you guys are watching this show on my channel, that's some frustrating shit right there. I made a mad dash to try to get to that friggin' milestone. I mean, it's good because it pretty much guarantees that I'll make it all the way through. But I don't normally push hard for milestones because there's no point, because I know by the end of the thing I'll have them all because I'm just a good player and I like playing often. And I did the math at the beginning. I knew if I'd blitz so many cycles per day, I'd be perfectly fine. But when she showed up today in the store, I was like, holy shit, I have 143. I only need 7 more. And so I somehow by some divine miracle, I spent all my war credits, those goddamn elite credits, to try to get more and more energies and whatnot. Made pulls. I'm quite literally looking at the milestones, and I'm only 300 points away from this fucking milestone. And she's gone. She's been gone out of the store for 10 minutes.
Oh man, that sucks. I'm sorry.
Are you looking at my screen right now? You gotta see this.
I can go look. Now I'm looking.
You gotta see this bullshit.
Ooh, look at that, Dr. Look, I see your 7-star Silver Surfer. Jesus Christ.
That wasn't, I didn't promote that or nothing. That's my second big pull I've ever done. I was literally kind of on my video, I honestly really like Silver Surfer. I think he's going to be the most powerful character. I don't want him to go 7 red stars right now because, my budget can only handle so much progress. And I know if this goes 7 stars, it's I gotta extend it. It's like something you gotta do as a gamer, and a content creator. It would be a smart thing for me to do so people can see how great he can be. And I was making this ridiculous defense. Alright, let's see what's going on here with this battle pass.
I bought myself a stimulus surfer, and that was actually the final straw. That's what actually made me be like, I think I'm done with this game, was the stimulus surfer.
I like how you put it that way.
Papa Joe. See, but you know what? That's the problem, too. I feel like I made a bad decision because I bought the stimulus surfer, walk into work the next day, and I see Texas Fat Boy sitting there with like 2 very, very nice fans. And I'm like, bro, how much those cost? It's like about $20 each. Got them on his desk. I'm like, man, Papa Joe. I was like, Papa Joe just got you the hookup, didn't he?
Oh my goodness.
Absolutely. That's the problem, though. That stimulus check be causing people to do all kinds of stupid shit. I pulled up to a McDonald's talking about, hey, let me get a McFlurry. They said, sorry, man, ice cream machine's broken. I said, how much it cost to fix it? I got money.
Yeah, I'll fix your frosty machine, goddammit.
Right.
When really the only thing that you need to fix it, which is a classic problem at McDonald's, is to pay somebody to get their fucking ass over to the machine and get it done.
You damn right. You
know goddamn well that machine is working. Employees,
Absolutely.
the employees.
I don't understand. Like, having never worked at a fast food restaurant, I don't understand why it's such a pain in the ass to make ice cream.
Listen, I don't care where you are. I'm in Tampa, Florida. No fucking way an ice cream machine's gonna get broke for longer than a minute and 30 seconds. Okay? There's not a single ice cream shop that is fucking dumb enough to have their shit break. And no, that means you guys are hogging all the goddamn ice cream and milkshakes and shit. No fucking way that's happening. All right, I'm done pulling up and having you tell me that machine is broken. All right, I'm getting off topic. All right, strike. Here's the strike assault. Doom's influence. Updates will remain in place going forward. This includes campaign node adjustments and lowered star unlock requirements for Mysterio and Hawkeye. Why do I care about Mysterio and Hawkeye? Hawkeye's awesome. He's got the highest focus in the game.
Really? I did not know that.
Yes, he does, man. He'll nail everything that he's got. You're talking from his removals to his blind, which is incredibly powerful. Especially, he doesn't need to be a skirmisher, honestly, because his focus is the highest.
Potential. When Hawkeye was junk.
Yeah, I remember when all the Avengers were fucking terrible. I remember like, oh my god, I got these motherfuckers to worry about, and now I'm like, ooh. I have a good offensive or defensive. Hey, look,
Wolverine! There it is. See, I don't understand what the hell that's showing.
That's
1,000 out of 2,000 Wolverines. Good job.
Yes, I got 1,000 shards out of 2,000 for Wolverine. Amazing, and your pictures are offset as well.
Yeah, none of it makes sense to me.
I don't know what the fuck that was all about. Was that just that was part of the email, right?
I think so. Fuse an ISO 8 crystal. Jesus Christ, they asked me to do so much.
All right, I gotta do the dolphin thing, and I don't kind of want to, but I need to see.
Oh boy, I'm curious to see. Will Justice spend 20 or will Justice spend 40?
Oh no, I'll spend 40. I've budgeted for the strike pass, but like. I didn't like how the other one went because it was very clear to me that it was just a catch-up mechanic which was the extra $20.
Does this count? Like, it just need me to.
Honestly, guys, I'm gonna do this for you. Like, I want you to let you know if you're watching this on Strike 3, Justice 3 Strike Force. I comment every single video that I do here. Okay, I'm gonna put this out there. If you want an easy way to help me out, there's a tip link in the comment every single video. It's super easy. You click on it, you put in money. That's it. Okay? It's
okay,
that
wait,
it's
what
that
the hell
easy.
counts as fusing an ice crystal then?
So
do I have to go like actually put God damn it.
Alright, I'm doing it. I'm gonna stop sweating. I planned on doing this. It just I feel the buyer's remorse already. That's the problem. Oh no, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it from here. Okay, yeah, I can. I'm good. I'm not doing this online, so... Oh my god, it's going to be one of those things where I can't actually get out. I'm not doing that online. Sorry, guys. I ain't doing that for you. What am I gonna do? Alright. Guess what? I'm shutting that shit down. Look, I'm gonna put the game back up, don't worry. But I'm sure as fuck not doing my password and shit on the screen. Get out of here!
I'm watching. I'm waiting for it.
Okay? I'm going back up. I'm opening up on my phone.
Bro, they better ban Jubilee in the next real-time arena.
No.
Motherfuckers be getting pissed.
No.
Already tired of this game.
Yo, I put my Astonishing X-Men on defense, and they're always like the last team. I don't.
Are they really?
I don't envy
Jesus.
anybody that's going up against my Astonishing X-Men, honestly.
How powerful are they with all the defense buffs?
I mean, they're all. Let's admit it. They're already ridiculously powerful. They're one of the first million damage teams that I can literally consider on the regular faithfully. They'll do multiple millions of points of damage every fight. So, but I do know the major weakness in the team, which is Beast, and I told you that during my analysis, where his armor is so low. That's the weak spot. That's where you got to go, because the team is dependent on speed, and their healing is dependent on Beast. Beast actually gets 2 different speed ups, one from Jubilee, and one, if like somebody, one of the Astonishing X-Men goes below like 50% health, I believe. He'll get sped up just so he can use his abilities to heal that team again. But if he's not there, it's a domino effect. So they'll each fall little by little. The most susceptible is Kitty Pryde after the fact. But you'll more than likely have to either focus down Bishop or Iceman if you really want to. But shit, man, I got that fucking 7 red star Iceman out there. He's gear 15 now. And so,
damn.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's 7 red stars. Like, that's like gotta be a rule in any gamer's roster. Like, you got a 7 red star, if it's a character like Iceman, you gotta go for it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And now I gotta do the same thing with Silver Surfer, and I have no fucking clue where they're gonna put those shards. I'm a little pissed about it.
The Stimulus Surfer.
Yeah, like I did videos on it so far, like how I felt about, characters being banned for using the exploit. I find it really hard to believe only 5 players were doing this when the main guy who's responsible for this and did get banned did it like 4 or 5 times. Like, I can understand, if that happened to me, and for one reason I explained this, I've got no reason to even accidentally fall on that exploit, because my habit is I log into the game, I got business to take care of, and I'm having fun doing my raids and stuff. How would I ever get the game to crash after the buy like that and come back in at the perfect moment to be able to utilize that purchase again, unless I premeditatively knew it was going to happen. Now, I did state, and I disagreed with Reminex on this one and everything. Like, no, dude, this only affects people who are paying into the game. Period.
Yeah.
You don't need. There's not a single character in the game you absolutely have to have. Okay, every team can be beaten. No character is infallible. They just feel that way at the time when you come up against that wall. Once you just buckle down, focus, you can beat anything. And I told,
what up, Desmond?
And I disagreed. I was like, and I disagree with him completely. It's completely a paying player problem, even for a smaller spender like myself. And like I was saying, I don't think people who exploited it originally, let's say, they bought it and then you bought it again, that's the kind of shit that I would do, because I can't count the number of times I've seen some kind of crazy accidental deal that dropped, and I couldn't take advantage of it fast enough. Everybody else got the advantage, but I didn't. I mean, I
hate that shit so much.
I kind of now wait for it to happen, and when it does, I gotta jump on it. And if that happened to me, I would have. And the reason why I say that they shouldn't ban those players is because that's probably a natural response. Plus, I know enough about terms and conditions in gaming. They can't really do that. It's not like they're hacking into the game. It was a flaw that was already built into their system. So when I say banning, you shouldn't ban them, but at the very least, you know the number of stars that are supposed to exist between every account in the world, which is 3 stars, period. Roll that shit back. You have to, no matter what the reason is, you have to refund that money back to the players. Because if you don't, now you've opened yourself up to a lawsuit from the investors. Okay?
Yep.
CD Projekt Red just ran into that problem, where they were more than happy to give refunds for, the PlayStation owners and stuff. But when they did, they opened themselves up to a lawsuit from the investors. And that's what Marvel Strike Force can have happen here. And it's just as easy as rolling back the character and just making a public apology in the camera, not in a blog, not in an email.
Bro, is your real-time arena working? Mine's just dropping me from matches.
I haven't tried yet. I'm trying to get these purchases in without giving away my personal information.
I feel that. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go see my sandwiches.
So listen, anybody that might be watching my channel, or even if like you hear me on Cheese's channel, I am going in on this big strike pass because I want to know what it does. And I mean, I can look to the future and do it, but I did make a budget for this so I can see what it takes to get through the system the first time. So in the first month, like the original pass for the battle pass for RTA, I purchased the big one originally to see what it would take to get to the end. And there was a lot of, basically, for a heavy player, there's a lot of wasted area there. Like, it was just a catch-up mechanic where you spend a little extra money to catch up to other players. You know, you might be a working stiff and you don't got a lot of time to play, and it's okay to buy the bigger pass because now you can keep up with your alliance and have fun in your game. And remember,
this fucker could have at least knocked on my door.
And it's an investment in your game. So just because you're a paying player doesn't mean anything. This kind of thing, if you're a spender, you should be doing it because you can't make up the time because you're working your ass off. But you love the game. It's a hobby.
Hey, sweetheart.
And you always invest in your hobby. Alright, dude. So, alright, guys. So, I will look at this in just a second. I just need to see if there's anything else I need to be in the store for real quick. 10 for 10 on Punisher. Hey, they got a picture of Multiple Man, but they haven't dropped the offer, which I expected already, and they never happened. Which will probably happen later this afternoon. Not afternoon, but tomorrow or this weekend. It's kind of a weird release time, actually. But you better be careful, Marvel Strike Force. My big game is coming up. And if you keep fucking around, I'm going to switch my main game altogether.
What the fuck did they put on my sandwich?
Probably not. But alright, let's log back in on my screen. And let's take a look at what this pass looks like after you've made the big purchase and see, you know, can we use our gorilla math to look ahead in time and see where we might be in... I don't even know what the timeline is, now that I think about it. I actually got to check that out.
For what?
I was talking about looking into the future and seeing where you might be on the pass if you didn't purchase it. But like I was telling them that I'm doing the big purchase because, one, I do like spending a little bit on the things that I love to play and see. But at the same time, I kind of want to know what it feels like to purchase the big one and see where I am by the end of the pass. And purchase the smaller one the next time and see what does it take to really get to the end if you get the lower end pass, because I believe the lower end pass is for heavy veteran players like myself, because
I think so,
we can very easily get to the end. Yo, that sandwich
Like with
sounds
the real
delicious.
kind of arena one. It tastes pretty damn good.
Yeah,
although they could have knocked on my door at least.
The battle pass, yeah.
But I know that the like the real time arena one, you could easily finish it up.
Oh shit,
with
man! I finished that by day 14.
Yeah, so I'm assuming this one will probably be the same boat where like veteran players will have absolutely zero problem completing it if they just put their foot down on it.
Yeah, if you guys, you know, are interested in seeing where this goes, I did purchase the big one, just to see where it is, and I'm taking a look at it right now. We'll check that out real quick. If you want, Cheese, you can put that up on your screen so you can see what's going on with this thing too. Is it in the objectives?
Yep.
Oh yeah, you just click on it there. That's right. All right, so by getting the big one, I am unlocking 46 rewards right away. So that puts me at level 23. Damn. And that must be, what, that's 23 out of 100 like the other pass probably, right?
No, this one's only like 60.
What the fuck? Oh, and there's your Silver Surfer.
The Stimmy.
There he is. Now, they said they were going to put those extra offers out there. And I'm not going to lie, I got to extend my budget for it, and I will do that because I have I unfortunately, they got me on this one. 7 Red Star Silver Surfer. Okay.
Dude, that sucks. Like, it's awesome, but it also sucks at the same time because it's like literally, they got you.
Yeah, they got me. There's no doubt about it. I mean, he's very easy. I did a team analysis on the I called him the Fantastic D because everybody loves some Fantastic D. All right, but I did my team analysis on it, and he blows a lot of stats right out of the fucking water. I mean, it's pretty insane when you look at the numbers where he sits.
Even at like 3 red stars and 3 yellow at like gear 14, he's like up there with like people in health and damage already.
Now, I changed my team analysis.
Red stars, like.
You know how I do that top and bottom, the top 10 and the bottom 10? I took Jessica Jones out. He now is the highest resistance character in the game.
Really?
Yeah, and when I do analyses, if you guys are watching, like if you're coming from Cheese's channel, when I do a team analysis on Marvel Strike Force, I do have a top and bottom, and I see who, you know, where they kind of stack up. And I 100% forgot where my train of thought was going on this subject. Motherfucker. What was I talking about? Is that a Silver Surfer team analysis?
Silver Surfer's resistance. Yep.
All right, so I do a team analysis, and oh, I see where I was going. I do it in a way that is more understandable to the general player that's going to be coming in the game that might not be spending anything in the game. So in general, it's actually very comfy to expect for you to be able to pull off 4 red stars for any character. It's completely possible. They've made it available to you. You just have to be patient and focused. And so when I do my team analysis, every character is based on 4 red stars, 7 yellow stars, the max level, current max level, with top gear tiers. Right now I'm sticking to 14 because 15 is a really big jump in damage, and that's usually a determining factor of the power level. Excuse me, power level.
Yes, 100%. Gear 15 is nuts.
And so it's a little bit unfair to do an analysis that way. But Silver Surfer, like, he's the first character in the game that can excel with any ISO 8, any single ISO 8. And that puts him in a tier where he can actually be plugged into any mode in the game and be very successful. Now, the only team he can't really be successful with is the Astonishing X-Men. You put them in raids, even the fastest character in the game now, Silver Surfer, by turn 2, he almost doubles the speed of any of the fastest character in the game. And he can't keep up with the Astonishing X-Men if they're killing people in raids. He just can't. You don't need him to one-shot the boss node for Ultimus, but it doesn't hurt. He lowers their resistance across the board, but the Astonishing X-Men, if you gear them correctly, especially with their ISO 8s, you can one-shot that pretty comfortably at around 600k, I think. I'm almost 700. And they're just a monster. Astonishing X-Men are an absurdly strong team. I mean, I'll tell you,
all game modes too, not just raid.
Yeah, and with a team like that, much like the Black Order, they're going to be good on either side of the field. Which also means if you've been playing with Black Order or against Black Order in war, you know for a fact that, hey, if you don't have a Black Order, there's a good chance you're not beating that node without a Black Order. And there's very much almost a same situation where you're dealing with the Astonishing X-Men, but they have a much deeper exploitable weakness than the Black Order does. The Black Order defensively, they don't have a lot of weak spots, especially if you build them evenly. They're an incredible team on both sides of the coin, and I wouldn't replace them for anything. But I will say this: if not engaged correctly, the Astonishing X-Men will waste even Black Order teams that come up against them in war. I've noticed in my battle history, and I'll pull one up right now, most of the time they're trying to beat me with a big Black Order team, and it ain't happening. For the most part, it looks like they're double or triple tapping my Astonishing X-Men team. But I gotta go into battle. And that's ultimately, in war, that's the strategy you have to really kind of go for. That's what you want. You know, you want the other team to waste their big team so they can't use them later on. Right. And we'll look at the history where I'm sitting. Looks like a decent X-Force tried to come up against them, lost their ass, but they did somehow open up a pocket for a 700k symbiote team to come in and take them out.
That's a big ass symbiote team.
Well, mine's almost 800.
Fair enough.
I mean, I'm not saying war 800 either. I'm talking raw.
Come on, Silver Surfer. Stimmy.
All right. Let's see here. Yeah, 600k Black Order tried to come up against my Astonishing X-Men team. In war, they're popping 743,000 in war.
Jesus.
You see, here's one. Somebody used an Astonishing X-Men team against my big Pym Tech and actually won. And they were only like a 328,000 team versus 627,000. Oh, they got clipped on the battle before. That's why. Guess who? They got clipped by an X-Men team with Dark Phoenix. And so they lost Ant-Man, which is kind of a key character when you're using him in defense. Because he pulls off a taunt whenever stature gets too low on life.
Oh, that's right.
I
forgot that he has that ability.
And since I used him on defense, I actually put a healer ISO 8 on Ant-Man, so he can offset the damage. And not only that, when the taunt switches off and like it's his turn, he actually heals his daughter, because in general, the taunt is passing between the two. So he heals her, she heals him, and it kind of bounces. Almost like the effect the Avengers have between Hulk and Captain America.
Right.
Ooh, let's see here. 700k symbiote team went up against my Pym Tech, and they quit.
Damn, that's insane.
Yeah. My BO got taken by another BO, which is typical. I don't see anything big. Yeah, it looks like the X-Men only made it a couple on this war. Ooh, how did Oh, okay. My
7:30 already.
My Fantastic Four team, they took a couple down. What's my overall? This is a pretty typical scoring on defense. So let me see what
All right. I did not realize that we were coming on 7:30, so I'm actually going to get moving along on the day.
Oh wait, shit! Oh wait, Flash already went on a another break, so I don't have that show to watch.
All right. Ooh, what the hell is happening? I'm gonna go to this screen.
Participation. What's the defense like? Oh, I made it to 7 this war. That's not bad. Although, now that I think about it, am I lagging on attacks right now? Ooh, we're at 15.
All right.
Do your thing,
right.
man.
I think I'm going to get going just because I got other things to do tonight. But I do want to thank everybody who came out. I hope you guys all had a ton of fun talking about all the other stuff that didn't have to do with Marvel Strike Force. It actually may be leading into a series that we may be coming up with very, very shortly. Probably a once-a-month type thing, just like my stream seminars are hopefully going to be. With that being said, though, I want to thank Justice3 Gaming for always being awesome and always coming onto the show. Do make sure to check him out every Tuesday, because I'm assuming you're going to keep going with it on Tuesdays.
I'll keep going with it on Tuesdays. Now, I do have a daily Strike Force show of my own that I do at 4:30 EST every single day, because I'm just kind of getting home from picking up my kids anyway, so I usually get my work done, and there's a topic of the day every day, and that's always there. If you guys want me to show up around 7:30 or so, like we normally would for Strike Central, let me know. I'll keep the show alive, and you know, we'll keep that moving. But beyond that, I'm looking forward to starting a new project with Cheese3Mane here, and hopefully we can keep you guys entertained while having fun ourselves.
Absolutely. Justice, go ahead and drop your link in my chat if you can, so that way everybody knows where to follow you. And then, yeah, I think I'm going to get going, because I'm going to go probably watch the last episode of Invincible and finish some of the other little projects I got to do tonight. But, yeah, I want to thank everybody who came out. We had a ton of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed all of our nerd talk. It went really, really well. Make sure to follow Justice3 Gaming. I think you should only be 7 followers away from affiliate status at this point, which is super dope.
Oh, yeah. You know, I didn't even think about that.
7 followers away from affiliate status. So once we get him there, he's going to be able to get himself one of them handy dandy little emotes.
Yo, guys, get me there right now. Oh, all right. But no, everything's cool. You mind if I drop my schedule real quick?
No, go for it.
All right, anybody that might be watching, I'm here pretty much every single day. The new court game is going to be Outriders, a great RPG, sci-fi, third-person action looter shooter game. And that drops on Thursday. That will be my new court game. That usually happens Monday through Thursday, because on Friday I play an outside-the-box type of game that I have always wanted to play, and the current game is Need for Speed Heat. I fucking love that game. You should check that out. I gotta do my own music for the game, because I got dinged for like fucking 12 songs that came out of Need for Speed, which is too bad, but not a big deal.
Oh my god.
You can see me there every Friday at the usual time, 11 to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But on Saturdays and Sundays, it's a weekend game. I usually play with my family, either my son or my daughter, and that's going to be the core game, which will be Outriders.
Awesome. So definitely go ahead and make sure to check that out. I personally am not a looter shooter person, but from what I have seen, it basically takes all the good parts of most of the looter shooter games and puts them together. I would say it looks a lot better than Destiny, but I also just don't like Destiny, so there's that. But yeah, no, definitely make sure to go check that out. Make sure, what up, Cheese? Katie, you're a little late to the party. I'm getting off.
Katie did it!
Yep.
I'm just saying, Katie did it.
All right, y'all. You guys have a great rest of the night. Thank you so much for coming. I will see you guys later. All right, Justice. I'll catch you later, brother. You have a great rest of the night, okay?
Yeah, thank you very much. Anybody else that
Yep.
might still be watching, I'm gonna let Cheese fade out, and we're gonna hit this. Panel again because the war is almost done for me. I need to get my attacks in. I'm gonna do that. We're gonna check out the pass one quick second, and then I'm gonna say goodnight.
All right.
Oh
catch
shit,
you later,
you're still
guys.
there. Fade out
You said
already,
you're gonna
boy.
Better to burn out than to fade away. I learned that from Highlander. All right, bye, guys.
Oh my god, you brought up Highlander, bro. Easily one of my favorite movie / TV series because I was a fan of the TV series. Ooh, that's a bit much. I mean, I want to fight that. No. I'm not doing that. I'll take this Guardians team. And, that's pretty smart. I usually use power armor against that kind of squad there anyways. Ooh, I gotta get on my MSF screen so you can see my buttons. You wanna see my buttons? Do I have anything powerful left? That could be a tricky team. So I'm gonna go big on my Asgard team that I do have out here. I got better defenses right now, so that's why they're here. Let's see here. Ah, Minerva is making the bulk of that score. Oh shit, she's got immunity. Oh, what a dumbass move. Ooh, I could have saved that for the summons. There goes Drax. Well, shit. Maybe not yet. That bleeds too much. Or maybe not. Impressive. Yeah. It's kind of hoping for that mirror image to pop up. No, I think I'm thinking of this the wrong way. Her power's too high right now. gonna stop her from healing. Yes, this is why they're a defense team. It's a good Kree setup. I'm not gonna lie, that's really nice. Damn. Yeah, but she's got that res. I keep backtracking. I was gonna try to hit him with the disrupt. That was almost painful to watch. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I'm done. I'm done with war. Alright, so we got strike initiative, compete in battles and raids, spend energy. Like, they reset these, like, already? So is this the new reset time? Is that what we're doing here? Alright, I will be back real quick. Daddy stuff.